Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly tarot horoscope forecast with me, Stella Wilde. This is for all signs the week ahead from August 22nd to the 28th. The timestamps are in the description of the video. So please watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. I'm just doing a straight tarot reading, no breaking it down by houses or anything like that. And please check out the description to the video for all sorts of interesting and pertinent information that you might enjoy. And just on a personal, heartfelt note, I hope that you all are doing okay out there. This has been a very intense full moon in Aquarius, which of course peaks on Sunday the 22nd. And we are just sending you lots of love, lots of good vibes, and lots of positive energy. All right, Aries, let's check in with your energies for the week ahead. Let's see the energies you can of course, use. Whoops. Oh, my goodness. That flipped right over. That you can use in the week ahead to your advantage. It's all about using the energies, as I say all the time. All right, let's see what we have for you, Aries. Interesting that Two of Cups flipped out. What do we have? Oh, we have your energy, Queen of Wands. The moon is in your sign in the middle of the week, the upcoming week. Okay, and we have the Hangman. Okay, this is interesting. Oof, I'm getting chills down my legs. It's interesting that this card popped out first, which in this deck, this is very much about some sort of reconciliation, some sort of heartfelt connection, heart to heart. I mean, an actual like good time feely, touchy feely, nice situation going on here. Now, of course, somebody could be comforting you. You could be comforting somebody else. This could also just be a romantic connection as well. Personal support of some kind. What's interesting, I feel like there's something going on for you in the week ahead where I'm going to read this two ways. There's something that might be a holdup because the Hangman is here. And you're getting frustrated. All right, understandable. And so somebody is giving you heartfelt guidance and support to help you ease that frustration. You're talking it out with a friend, so to speak. That is very possible. The other energy that I'm feeling here is that you're going to have some sort of spiritual heart-to-heart talk with somebody. Because the Hangman is very spiritual energy. And of course, it represents Pisces, which, is, if we have Aries rising. I know I said I wasn't going to do houses, but which can denote your 12th house, your subconscious. So there could be some just spiritual, intense energy this week that you need to kind of work through. And it's going to help you to work through it with somebody else. This can also be that you have been waiting to get together with somebody. There might be a delay. I mean, I just have to say it. You know me, I'm very honest. Let's hope there's not a delay, but there might be. There might be a delay in getting news from somebody who's very close to you. There could be a little bit of a holdup in connecting with somebody, meeting with somebody. Something could get rescheduled this week with, like I said, some sort of important meeting. This can also be you're trying to make something happen in your life with this Queen of Wands here, of course, which, yes, is your energy, but it's also very assertive, business-like, go for it energy. And the universe is putting you in a holding pattern. But you remember, Hangman is very protective energy. It is being sort of in a spiritual cocoon for the right timing to evolve from the universe. So, but you have help. See, in this deck, we have somebody helping you through the possible frustration and the waiting. And then this card flew out of the deck before we even did anything. So you have help and support. The thing is, it's important for you to ask for that help and support and reach out for it, because you know how you can be very stubbornly independent sometimes, which, is a blessing, but also sometimes is not such a blessing. So there is support for you. Reach out. Somebody wants to, just give you a very comforting ear, share your problems with somebody if there's something going on with a delay in particular. Okay, let's pull a couple more cards from the top. Let's just see what else we have. We have a Nine of Wands. Yeah, we got frustration energy. But the Page of Cups, interesting, because this is also Pisces energy. So what this is saying to me is, again, look, in this deck, there's somebody else in the Nine of Wands. All right, normally it's just this dude in the Nine of Wands, but in this deck, the guy also, another person has shown up. So, a problem shared is a problem halved. So again, somebody who can give you some support, especially Nine of Wands, as I said, can be very frustrated energy. But the Page of Cups is here, which ties in with our Hangman. You got to kind of give this over, whatever this is, to the universe, all right? All's well that ends well. Interesting, the Pisces energy coming up, because we have a full moon in Pisces a month from now, this week, okay? So I think you will have a happy ending to whatever this situation is, as long as you sit tight and you don't try to, push the river. And don't get yourself tied up in knots and all stressed out about it either. That's not going to help. You're just going to end up, wearing yourself out. So the Page of Cups is great. It does suggest, as I said, a happy ending, a result, something emotionally positive, good news. But you have to be, I know, you're going to be leaving me comments. I don't want to be patient. I don't want to wait. Okay, I'm an Aries too. I don't want to wait either for a lot of things. Thank God I have Capricorn in my chart because it's taught me the power of patience. All right, because I get it. Trust me, I get it. But remember, this is in some area of your life. It doesn't mean your whole life. It just means in some specific area. So, depending on what it is. So, the important thing here is not getting your undies in a twist, because that's not going to help matters. It's not going to change this, because it's the major arcana that is here. And this is the only major arcana we have. And as I said, it's a cocoon of spiritual protection. So just chillax, focus on something else, and also, talk it out with a friend, vent out your frustrations, maybe join a gym class. This is good for gym also, working out at the gym with some other people, getting out frustrated energy, don't worry about it. We got this Page of Cups, so it'll be fine. But don't be your own worst enemy this week and get yourself in a tiz when you don't need to. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on for you. In the week ahead, energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams, as I say all the time. All right, let's see what we have for you. Taurus, what do we got going on? All right, we got a King of Cups. And we have a Six of Cups. Okay. So there seems to be some sort of emotional conclusions you are coming to. Now it's interesting in this deck, this Six of Cups, which is a beautiful energy. You see these two kids are done with their playtime and they're going back home. In this as well, this cup is being drained of its energy. He spilled the cup. So what I'm feeling from this is playtime is over. All right. So there's something here about getting real. And I got to pull a few more cards. Getting real about some sort of emotional situation in your life. Could be with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, possible. But it's like, let's pull some more cards. But something emotionally needs to be like, we got to get serious now. And remember, this may apply to one very specific area of your life, not your whole life. All right. Yeah. Look, the Knight of Cups. Interesting. The Devil and the Empress. Wow. Okay. All right. Playtime is indeed over, my friends. We got to get real. We got to get real and shift out of something that is blocking your happiness and prosperity. Okay, so I feel with these two energies, you took a little time out, which is fine. We all need to do that now and again. You took an emotional time out. You could have been feeling emotionally frustrated about something because of this, how the cup is spilling, and you just ran away. Okay, this is the Six of Cups. You ran away, you went and hung out somewhere. And I've been getting that feeling for Taurus lately, that you guys have been kind of retreating a little bit to kind of just gather yourself together. So it's like you took an emotional break, a time out, and some of it may have been a little bit of escapism into, just some fun things, because there's something heavy to deal with in your life. Here it is, the Devil. And that's going to mean different things for different people out there. Sure, it could be with a Capricorn person, but this can just be some sort of very restrictive, heavy block, whatever it is. It can be something to do with bureaucracy, red tape, legal issues, government, hierarchies, the iron fist coming down on you. And I'm speaking in metaphor here, but something oppressive, whatever it might be. And you're gonna have to face it. Here's the Knight of Cups. Again, you've got to gather your emotional strength. He's sipping from the cup to fortify himself to deal with this, because it's blocking you from your rightful Empress prosperity and joy and happiness. Okay, so this week, there's something here, I think, about facing this squarely. Now, I'm hoping you can shift it this week. We have this powerful full moon in Aquarius. So, use the energy of the full moon to let something go, face this, and try to disengage yourself from it. Cut yourself free. We know that figures are chained here. Cut yourself free and loose if you can. This may be something, I have to say, this could be some sort of situation that you will be actively working on until Capricorn season, or for the next 3 months. So this is good that this is over here, because this suggests to me, if you can just gather yourself and emotionally free yourself from whatever this is, or put it into some sort of perspective for yourself so it doesn't act as a block and stop you from something, you can get to your Empress. You can get to this energy. So, Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't have to do this all this week, but this is something important to take a look at. Watch my Uranus retrograde forecast if you haven't done that already. I will leave a link to it in the description, because of course Uranus is retrograde in your sign. Your sign is feeling the brunt of Uranus, and also Saturn squaring Uranus. You're feeling a good dose of that energy. And this is a good time to kind of reflect with the Uranus retrograde and figure out, how am I going to deal with this thing, whatever this is for me. Okay, because when Uranus goes direct again in January 18th, you want to be ready and on the ball. So there is something here to take a look at. You certainly have the strength to do it, I feel, because you're showing up here as this Knight of Cups. You do want the emotional change, but you're going to have to face it, because notice it's facing this. You're going to have to face it. This was kind of escapism, running away. And sometimes we need to do that. So get ready, start the facing process. Be gentle with yourself, though. Like I said, you don't have to do it all this week, but this week could be a real turning point for you to kind of playtime is over, get back to reality of what you need to do so that you can reach that gorgeous Empress energy. All right, Gemini, let's see what we have going on for you in the week ahead. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. Gemini, what is happening for you? What do we got? Okay, so we have a Page of Wands and we have an Ace of Swords. Okay, interesting. So notice in this deck that this person is walking away from this person over here. So, and it's a page, so this to me is the first steps of this process. So, and with the Ace of Swords, very interesting. This can, of course, be cutting something away. Some sort of message with this big bird coming in, big message coming in. So either you delivered a big important message to somebody or they delivered it to you. Now, this is energy coming up for this week, but this also could have happened already, and you're dealing with the aftermath, because of course Page of Wands is the first steps of a situation evolving. So depending on your personal situation, this may be upcoming this week, or this is, like I said, the fallout from this happening. So either you delivered a message, I'm not doing this anymore, or somebody did that, I think, toward you, because you can see the look on this person's face. It doesn't look too happy. Okay. So let's pull some more cards, but there's something going on here that, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm getting, that this was the time to, at least for now, end that particular situation. Whatever this represents, to walk away from it, because you were getting the signals to do that for quite a while, and you finally made the decision to do it. Because notice the ace is down also. It's like when it's up, it's like, I've made the decision. It's down. I did it already. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Yeah, look, we got a 5 of Cups. Whoa, we have a 5 of Swords. Okay, interesting. And a 3 of Cups. Okay, so, I'm getting a lot of chills lately when I do these readings. Okay, so even though emotionally you may feel a little left out in the cold, if somebody did this to you, or even if you did it to somebody else, they cut you off in some way, you're going to have the last laugh. That's what I feel is going on over here, Gemini. So you have your sword raised in victory. You have the other 2 swords that you captured from these 2, and you have the 3 of Cups, which is celebration. So even though there may be some temporary discomfort and a little bit of sadness here, or regrets, whatever this might be, like I said, you're going to have the last laugh. I think you will see within 5 days or 5 weeks that this was the right thing to do. Now, if you got cut off by somebody in some way, it is possible. This is the other thing. It's possible, especially if this goes for like 5 weeks out, that they eventually come back in some way and try to apologize. And you'll be like, talk to the sword. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You may have the last laugh. And 5 of Swords can be that there was some sort of verbal disagreement. There was an argument. And that's possible with this energy as well. So if that's the case, this could have even happened 5 days ago. I mean, time is a little fluid with some of these readings, depending on your, what's going on with you. But I do feel that, look at this over here. You made the right decision. If you did this, you made the right decision. And I still think you're going to have the last laugh. Like the universe will bring back some piece of information. You'll be like, oh, I'm so glad I got out of that. Thank God I walked away from that situation or person. It was a little annoying and painful at the time, but you'll be like, oh, thank God I didn't go with that situation. So, we can't disregard the 5 of Cups. There may be something I'm not feeling like terrible, but just like, it's sad. It's like, darn it, like, why did that have to happen? But it's not like a 3 of Swords where you're totally like wounded by it. It's just one of those type things, all right? But I think that, again, last laugh, all's well that ends well going on over here for sure. But don't be afraid to walk away from something. And if somebody rejects you for whatever reason, please, rejection is protection. Walk the freak away because of this over here. You'll find out something later that you'll be like, haha, I'm so glad that I did not deal with them any longer. All right, Cancer, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. Cancer, what is happening? Okay, we have a Knight of Cups and we have a 7 of Cups. Okay, so you may be making some sort of change in a dream or desire or goal that you're going to be going for over the next 7 days. In this deck in particular, this is in the regular deck as well, the regular Rider-Waite. There is a little highlight or halo around this particular cup, but in this deck, it's very pronounced, which always like leaps out at me whenever I see it. So you may already have some sort of commitment. You see there's a snake around this person's waist here. So there is something that you're already committed to in some way. But I feel like with this Knight of Cups and with this 7 here, with this other thing leaping out of here, you're going to make probably some sort of decision. This could be about your emotional life, but I mean, it really could be about anything. But you want to make a change about something you're probably already committed to. And you're looking at another possibility. All right, so you may make movement on that front this week. Let me pull some more cards and see what else we have. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, yeah, look, we have a Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. The Three of Pentacles. And the Six of Wands. Gorgeous. Okay. So, interesting that we have Pentacles showing up here. This could be work related. All right, this is what I feel. You are about to wrap up some sort, whatever this commitment is over here for you. Here it is, this snake that you've been kind of like, I don't want to say chained to, but it's kind of limited your movement, so to speak. I mean, think about if you have this snake wrapped around you and they squeeze friggin' tight. If you've ever had a snake like around your arm or anything like that, I mean, they get tight. Okay? Like you feel it. You will feel it. So it's like, apologies to anybody who has a snake phobia, but, so there's something that you've been restricted in a sense. You've been focused on this thing over here, and it's about to get wrapped up. So it has kind of had you in its grip, so to speak, but you're kind of ready for the emotional change. You've kind of worked on it enough. You're kind of ready. Like, I want to do something different. And so you're really focused on manifesting. Here's holding your pentacle, the wrap up of this situation this week. You want to get it done. I feel like there's a project you've been working on with this Three of Pentacles that is coming to fruition by the end of this week. And I think this Six of Wands is twofold. You're going to be proud of yourself that by the end of the week, you'll have gotten this under wraps and it's going to be done so you can move on to another project over here that your heart actually may be more excited about. And this is setting you up for success. The thing here is the Seven of Cups. It's like, because I call it like the bucket list card. So you could have a lot of different things that you want to manifest in the material realm. But you have been, you can't scatter your energies. You have to wrap up one thing first. And this other thing, it's because you're wrapping it up and not leaving it dangling. But also the project itself, or whatever this commitment is kind of like you can't escape it anyway. You got to get it done. So, I mean, that's going to mean different things to different people, but it's like you just can't escape it anyway. So you're going to buckle down this week. This is what I feel. You're going to focus, Knight of Pentacles. You're going to wrap it up. You're going to feel proud of yourself. And whatever you are wrapping up, I feel within the next 6 weeks, so by the time we get to like the beginning of October, you could see some sort of really positive result from this thing finally getting finished. So that is very, very nice energy. So this is the theme this week. Get it done so that you can move on to perhaps something else that may, because you got two knights here. You are ready to move on to focusing your energies on other things. So you got this, Cancer. Get it done this week and get it launched. Check it off that bucket list. Done. All right, Leo, let's see what we have going on for you. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. You might want to check out my community post on the YouTube channel. I just left a link. You can read it on my blog. It's a post all about you. All about the Leo energy. So you might want to check that out. All right. Let's see what we have for you. Week ahead. Oh, we got a Chariot. I like that. And an Eight of Coins. Beautiful. So the focus this week for you is, what are you doing? What are you building? What are you making? Are you on some sort of new path with your work, with your career? Are you taking charge? Are you making an important decision? You see in this deck, he has stepped away from the workbench and he's evaluating something that he has done. Does this evaluation meet your high standards and your satisfaction over here, right? Is this something you can feel proud of with this Chariot? Chariot's very much about being seen, being, in the spotlight, proud of yourself. Also, though, there can be a choice to be made. Which path, which road are we going to go down? This one, that one, what's going on? And so, like I said, he's looking at this. how do I feel about my direction in my work life right now this week? All right, so let's see. You could also make very fast progress. Let's see what else we have. All right, so we have a 10 of wands. Interesting. The Tower, interesting. And the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so the 10 of Wands is in the middle, and notice all his sticks have fallen down. And we got the Tower. Definitely watch the Uranus going retrograde video that I made and uploaded. The link will be in the description for it if you haven't already watched it, because that Uranus retrograde is in your 10th house of career. So, and this is very much looking like a career reading to me. So definitely check it out for the week ahead. What I'm feeling from this is you're just about ready to wrap up this project because you want to move on to something else. The universe, here it is, the Tower, is going to bring in some surprising brainwave, an idea, an inspiration, and I feel it would behoove you to pay attention to it and perhaps go back and tweak something that you have been working on. It is almost finished. There's one other thing you have to fix on it. Tweak, modify, edit, whatever. All right? So whatever you're doing, whatever project, and if it's not work related, it could be something else you're trying to get done, like around the house or, whatever. Okay? So there's something else. The universe is going to bring in the intel. Uranus is still, it only just stationed retrograde. We still are going to feel that strong energy whenever a planet stations. So pay heed to it. It may be by the end of the week, you're just about finished juggling 2 things. Because I'm telling you, there's something else maybe that even does get started this week. You're actually probably just about finished with one. You've just started the other. But you really want to get this one wrapped up. But the universe is going to say, not so fast. Please go back to the drawing board. There is something, just one little thing essential. You just got to switch up a little bit. You will be glad you did that, though. So this week, you could find yourself kind of juggling two major tasks, projects, situations. But one is about ready to get wrapped up. Okay? And because the Chariot is here, our 2 major arcanas, successfully wrapping it up. But as I said, this Tower, when we get those lightning bolts of inspiration, there's a reason we're getting that. So definitely pay attention to it and go back to the drawing board, and then you will be able to shift all of these sticks out and you will be done with it. Okay? And that's why we have this here. That's why you're standing here looking at this. Your intuition also knows that something is still not correct. So, we forget that, because the Tower, everybody always gets freaked out by the Tower. But the Tower, the Uranian type of intuition that comes in, it's very much like a lightning bolt out of the blue, instant download type thing. It's not necessarily a little voice whispering in your ear or something, or waking up from a dream and having an answer. It's not like that. That's more Neptunian. This Uranus is like, boom. It's like, it hits you smack between the eyes. Oh, that's what I should do. It really is a eureka moment. So pay attention to that. All right. Take heed of it, because even your own intuition is kind of sensing it, right? It's like when we know that the storm is about to arrive, and you can feel and smell the difference in the air, and you can, you can just tell, just right about, there's just this little pause in the atmosphere right before lightning comes in. It's like, that's your kind of, yeah, and it'll come in. So you got this. I feel like whatever you're wrapping up will be very successful. All right, by the time you get it all finished, because we got the Chariot here. And even the other project as well has the potential to be very successful as well. So take the time to finish up this one this week properly with the insight information from the universe so that you can move on to the other one. All right, Virgo, let's get into your reading. It's your birthday season this week. It starts Virgo time. I'm so excited. We will, of course, have your year ahead birthday celebration in September. I'll let you know the date as soon as I figure it out. But in the meantime, leave me a comment, Virgo. What is your birthday wish for your year ahead? Inquiring minds want to know. All right, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. The Magician, nice. And the Sun. This is beautiful, Virgo. So this is the week to shine. This is the week to start some sort of project, manifest some sort of yes from the universe, some sort of perhaps creative project that you begin this week or that you get an answer about. Maybe it already has started. Maybe you started it in Leo season, which of course just ended, but you get some sort of powerful inspiration from the universe to work on something and manifest something that is going to bring you great happiness and joy. And also, use your creative powers and use your manifestation powers also. Okay, so this is very creative energy, this Magician with the Sun. Really, and also very powerful manifestation energy. Whatever is your heart's desire, you could really make some magic happen about it this week. This is such strong energy. Wow. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay, we have the Four of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Lovers. Okay. All right. Wow. So something that has been hidden from you, some piece of information. We're getting the answer this week. It's within the next 8 days, you are getting some sort of answer. Okay. So, wow. Let's put these in the proper order here. So you have been very patient with this Four of Swords here. You have been biding your time. You see, here it is. But here's somebody coming to deliver the news. The news is coming. Look, the Eight of Wands is here. This is about, I'm putting everything out there. I'm firing on all cylinders. I am launching everything that I got at this particular situation so I can manifest it. You are focused. Your aim is true. You are fired up and passionate, as we know. And here we also have the Lover's energy. Now, for some of you, this could relate to possibly a relationship. Sure. This, of course, is Gemini energy. So it is, again, more creative energy that goes along with this energy over here, the Magician and the Sun card. This can also be anything related to communications, any type of communications project, writing, teaching, speaking, networking, sales. Now, here's the other thing, though. The Lovers, like the Chariot, because there's two figures in the card, like the Chariot has the two horses and the Lovers has the two people, there can be some sort of choice that needs to be made. And it's interesting with the 8 too here. You could have, like I said, been launching a lot of different possibilities. You could have a lot of irons in the fire. You're just kind of waiting for the one to manifest, whatever the one might be. You want one boyfriend, girlfriend. You want one job, whatever it is. You want one, whatever the situation is. But I think there might be a very pleasant surprise. There could be two opportunities that come in. All right. Now, both of them look like they're going to be good. You may have to make a decision this week. All right. Or by, the end of August. Let's just also put it that way. All right. Because I am going to take this reading out 8-9 days from this over here. So, to have such problems, Virgo, right? We have to make this decision of, beautiful energies. I mean, all of this is beautiful, but the other thing about the Four of Swords, biding your time, this can be, like I said, some sort of information that was hidden. But this also can be, here you were confidently putting all of your manifestation energies and mind to work. You have such a strong mind, Virgo. Really concentrating and visualizing what you wanted to have happen. And then you took the action to make it happen. Here it is, this Eight of Wands. And now here, this beautiful reality is manifesting for you. Again, this goes back to this energy over here as well. I think you were such a good manifester. Like I said, the universe is going to grace you and bless you with at least 2 possibilities. So let's see what you decide. Let's see. But this is very, very strong energy. Whatever you decide, I'm sure that it will be the right decision. It will be something that you really love. But yeah, there should be a major shift with the energy this week. If you've been doing this work, if you know, or maybe you start doing that this week and then this evolves in about 6 weeks. That's possible. If you have not been doing this yet, really using your powers of manifestation and concentration and being patient and asking and believing and praying and asking, then it's time to get on that this week. Okay? You know what you want to manifest. You want some sort of creative new beginning. You want some sort of new heart-centered desire. So let's get into this energy and put everything you have behind it. So some of you are starting that this week. Others of you are further along in the process. It just depends. So let's see what happens. But this is very, very promising energy for the start of your birthday season. All right, Libra, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams, Libra. What is happening for the Libras? Let's find out, Libra. Oh, we have a 6 of Wands. Very nice. And a Page of Pentacles. Okay. Libra, very interesting. There could be some good news for you and also good news that you're going to deliver to another person. And I'm also, what is being whispered in my ear is share the wealth. There's something here about you giving back this week. There is a blessing here with the 6 of Wands. This is victory, success, somebody giving you something here. You see this girl is giving this person an honor, a reward. You know, this is like, you know, congratulations. So there is a triumph. Now, this could be happening this week. Maybe it happened already and you're still riding high with that vibe. Very happy and excited. So now you're going to give back. You're going to, you know, complete that circuit of giving and receiving. So this week, think about how you can share your talents and your abilities and your blessings with somebody else. All right, because this is very, very nice energy. Let's pull a few more cards. And, you know, it doesn't have to be you're giving money, right? I mean, I know it's a pentacle here. It can just be you give of your time. You give of your knowledge. You give of yourself in some way to help somebody else. And, you know, this is a little gnome here, I guess. I don't really know what he is over here. He's not a troll. No, this is not feeding a troll. No. This is helping maybe somebody who could use a boost, you know, a leg up, so to speak, helping them along. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we have. Look, wow, another pentacle. Knight of Pentacles. Here's your energy. Wow. And the 10 of Wands. Okay. All right, this is interesting. There is a project. There is a situation you're wrapping up. I don't think you want to let go of it yet. That's another thing that's going on here for you. All right, so there is something you have manifested. We have it here as well with this Knight of Pentacles. There's some very nice situation you're holding in your hand. I got this. It's working out in my favor, whatever it is, because here's your energy, justice. You know, there's some karmic justice going on here as well, that this thing has finally manifested in a beautiful way for you. Again, don't forget to give back. But here's the thing I find very interesting about these cards is this last one with this 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands are about wrapping up a situation. We're coming to the end of a line. Energetically, we are done. But notice how he's still clinging to this rod. So I would say for there's something here, the next 10, 11 days, there's something that you do need to kind of let go of. All right? Because it's done. You got the answer. You got the triumph. You manifested it. Here it is. You gave back, etc. Which it's oftentimes very good to do. Like when we do have some sort of success, to kind of pay it forward to the universe. And again, it doesn't have to be in a financial way. It can be in some other way. It's a good gratitude practice actually to do that. And again, here's your energy. So it's like, this is done in some way. Why are you still clinging on to it? What is going on there? So there's something about to look at. Why are you not letting go of this cycle, Libra? Maybe you do just need a little break. Maybe. But this is more clinging on to this. So, and it's the last energy. When we had this for one of the other signs I was just looking at, it was in a different position and it meant something different because of the other energies around it. Like they had to revise it. They weren't finished with something. It was going back to the drawing board. But that's not the case here, because here you are. And this is, I manifested it. So I think there may be something to look at. Are you afraid of moving on from this particular thing? And why? So this might be a good time this week to kind of think about, especially by the time we get to your birthday season, because here's your energy coming up, is, this chapter has ended in my life. It ended the situation, whatever it is. I triumphed. Great. It's done. I got to really figure out now what's next for me. So I would use this week to really look at that. If this is resonating for you, what is next for you? What's going to make you happy? Here's your energy. And it's going to be important, I think, to figure that out by your birthday season. All right. During your birthday season, during October especially, 3 huge outer planets go direct. Now, Mercury will be retrograde, but not a lot we can do about that. But Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn will go direct the middle of October. And by the end of October, by the end of your birthday season, it's going to be go time for a lot of situations. There's going to be a lot going on, a lot of energy, intense energy in October. So I feel like this is saying, get yourself together. Okay, get yourself together. Figure this out so you can let go and move on. And you're ready to hit the ground running to take advantage of energies finally moving forward by the middle of October. Okay, because with all these outer planets still retrograde, there has been a few delays. There have been a few holdups depending on where the energy is hitting your chart. So, you want to be ready to take advantage of that situation, not still clinging on to the past of something that really has already been manifested. It's done. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. Energies that you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. Scorpio, what is going on? Oh, we got a 9 of Swords. But it's good in this deck because you are vanquishing a dragon. You're slaying a dragon this week, baby. And 4 of Cups. You're like, I've had it. I'm done with this situation. Whatever this has been that's been bothering you mentally and emotionally, you're saying enough is enough. I release myself from this situation. I'm not putting up with it anymore. All right, this is very good. I feel like you are really triumphing over something that has been plaguing you in some way. All right, let's see what else we have. Look at that, a King of Swords. Wow. The 6 of Swords, beautiful. And the 3 of Wands, and there's your Scorpio eagle right there. Okay, wow. Powerful energies this week. Shifting you, helping you move on. Let me just get my cards in order here. Okay. So the key really this week is to be decisive. You have this King of Swords in the middle. And the other thing I think is going on, because we have lots of the birds showing up here. We have the bird over here, the bird here, but this bird is coming in first. There's some piece of information you're going to get. All right. Some piece of intel, and it's going to help you make this decision. All right, so there has been something, as I said, plaguing you, kind of hanging in the balance that, and because the dragon is showing up here, it's like, it's not all been in your head. There really has been something going on. All right, sometimes the 9 of Swords can be like you're making a mountain out of a molehill. It's, you're exaggerating in some way, etc. But not in this case. Thank you, Ariel. There really has been something that has not been great going on. And you've reached the end of a line with it, as I said. But more importantly, you're picking up the sword to deal with it. And it comes from also here. And here, notice here, he's like, all right, now I can put my sword down. So you get the information, you take care of it, and it's done. Notice the sword is in the ground. So pay attention to the information that comes in. It may come in the middle of the week, since this is the energy that's the linchpin. All right. Thank you, Ariel. Show your support for the Scorpios. They got a dragon to slay this week. But look what happens over here, which is fantastic. The Six of Swords in this deck, you reach the other side of this situation. So whatever has been troublesome, whatever has been a problem, troubles are passing away this week. If you take the action, if you deal with it, it will go away. All right. And not only that, but because you're finally dealing with it, you are also ready to welcome in something brand new into your life as a result. Okay, so again, there's another important piece of information, but this time you're sending it out into the world. So there may be an important discussion, decision, situation that, arises as a result of you taking action to slay the dragon. So, whatever that might be for you. But this is very, very good. You're reaching a new destination. This is a major turning point. It has the potential to be a major turning point week for you. And I really feel that a lot of this is something to do with probably your emotional world in some way. So some emotional situation, you were putting up with it for a very long time. You may have been just rationalizing it to yourself. I can handle it, but you're done. And this often is the truth with Scorpio. I mean, you guys can really deal with a lot, but then you reach this point of no return. And there often is, as gruesome as it may sound, there often is just an amputation. There's an emotional amputation. There's a cutting off. It's like, and you're done. And you don't go back. Like, you are finished. And when a Scorpio gets to that point, like, don't even try to get them back in your orbit or back on point or back on side with you, because it ain't going to happen. So, and that's what's happening here. What's done is done. You're finished. That's why I keep saying, here it is. You're done. And somebody may come back to try to wheel you back in, but you're going to let them know, I'm back. Here's my strong Scorpio eagle self. Like, don't even try it. So you may have to give one more message, but then it really is like, it's talk to the hand after that. All right. Cause you're finished. You've moved on, done, complete, fini. And you're going to feel much stronger, and you're ready for an exciting new development, new things coming into your life. All right. So this is a big week. Don't be afraid to take up your sword and do right by yourself. It's about taking care of yourself this week with that situation. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. Sagittarius, what is happening? What is going on for you? Oh, we have your energy, the Temperance, beautiful. And the Knight of Cups. Wow. So two very interesting energies. So there could be some exciting meeting happening for you in the week ahead. Knight of Cups often is some sort of emotional rendezvous. This could also be just some sort of really positive, since your energy is showing up here, very positive emotional change in your life that will make you very, very happy. Okay, so let's pull some more energies. We have to see what else we're dealing with here. That's just the beginning. Let's see what else we have. Oh, a Page of Swords. Okay. The Queen of Cups. And the Two of Wands. All right. This is interesting. As I was pulling these cards, when I saw that Page of Swords and then that Queen of Cups, I was like, emotional defensiveness. There's something here. You have to be open to the change that wants to come into your emotional life. Some of you are very much on guard, and that's okay. You may be on guard because you got burned before. You could have gotten burned by a water sign. That's possible, but I'm just going to read this as energy here. But you can see with this Page of Swords, he's already got his sword up. But these people are way over here. They haven't even come onto the scene yet. So, and next to the Queen of Cups, you know, which is about our emotional life. Right, Ariel? Say yes. There could be, like I said, some sort of emotional defensiveness. Knee-jerk defensiveness. Look, there's some sort of situation that somebody wants to connect with you. Whether this is in a business situation, an emotional situation, a creative partnership, whatever it might be. Somebody wants to be your new best friend, whatever, right? This Two of Wands. You gonna let that happen? Or are you gonna cut it off before it even gets to develop anywhere? So the change you want in your life with a new person, more emotional connections, more rewarding emotional relationships, that can turn a corner for you this week. That can change. I mean, with the Temperance energy and the Knight of Cups came out right away. And I do feel that somebody is likely to get in contact with you, and especially with these two energies here, and wants to connect. But you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself, okay? Because there might be, and you may not even realize it. That's what I am saying. Like, pay attention to this. If you have this kind of knee-jerk defensive reaction, pay attention to that. All right. So there could be a little mistrust, distrust, like, why are they emailing me? Or are they really sincere? Or what are they really all about? And I got a Scorpio moon. I'm all for being suspicious. Okay. Until, really investigating until proven otherwise that they're legit. All right. Okay. I get that. Like, I'm good with that. But this is something a little different. This is like before you even have gotten to talk to them, there may be some defensiveness that gets, the sword gets raised up before they even get that close. That's my point. So you want this. There's something here you want, the gateway to some sort of new satisfying relationships and connections in your life. So it's time to be open to that. And here's another thing. There's got to be a little bit more of a willingness, I feel, and again, just apply the energies to your life, to share a bit more of your own emotional life, your own emotions, your own, hopes, wishes, and dreams with this Queen of Cups as well. Okay. And even the Knight of Cups. So if you want this connection to happen, you got to share more of yourself. Okay. And your energy showing up here as well. So you may have to transform the Temperance, which is about alchemy of change, transform a little bit in terms of how you communicate as well. Sagittarius, you are so smart, so funny, and you have a great sense of humor, which is fabulous. But there may be times when you also need to weave in a little more emotional sensitivity, shall we say. So there could be something like that going on. And this is not a criticism. This is not, I don't know you guys personally, right? This is just speaking in general. And of course, apply the energies to your life. So there may be something with this situation of just being a little more attuned and astute to emotional energies of what's going on as well. Okay. But this is very nice energy. There could be some exciting new connection on the horizon for you. An important conversation this week. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. Ariel's concentrating. She's really intently concentrating. All right, let's see what we have. We have a 7 of Pentacles. And we have the Star. Very, very nice. Okay. So, of course, the Star can be about healing and replenishment. There is some energy of a destiny for me with the Star here, North Node of Destiny type energy. There's a healing harvest is what I feel. There is a healing harvest for you in the week ahead. There is a rejuvenation, perhaps with your finances. There could be a hidden treasure that you find this week that you tap into. The hidden treasure may be something a hidden skill, a talent that you have that you could discover in the week ahead. Of course, the star card, I said I wasn't going to do houses, but it is Aquarius, right? So your second house of finances. Jupiter's retrograde in Aquarius right now. So there could be some benefit from the past coming back, a financial benefit, like a payment you forgot, like a refund comes back to you, something like that. So a rebate, or whatever, something like that. That is possible. But I'm also feeling that there's a healing harvest, whatever that means. That phrase is just coming to me, whatever that means for you. Very, very nice energies. Let's pull a few more cards. Let's see what else we have. Knight of Wands, nice. Ten of Pentacles. The Capricorns, we like those Ten of Pentacles. And the Five of Swords, raising your sword in victory. Okay. Alrighty. Very nice energies here. So, interesting, because in the middle of the week, and of course this is my middle energy, the moon is in Aries in the middle of the week. That's our Knight of Wands that we got there. So we have something going on here with some information coming in very quickly, some action you take, I think, to regroup with this Five of Swords and get your mind back into prosperity consciousness. This is what I feel. You may have gotten a little, I don't want to say off track, because that's not what I mean. There may have, okay, this is what I'm trying to say. There may have been a plateau. There may have been something going on where the finances, the Seven of Coins, it reached a certain level, but then it didn't continue. Like there's a flat line, a plateau, so to speak. All right. This bush didn't grow any higher. And you were like, all right, I guess I can kind of, I gotta get while the getting's good over here. But you're capable of more. The universe is capable of giving you more also. So what I feel is going on with this energy over here, and especially the middle of the week, you're going to get you're going to get your mojo back. You're going to move ahead confidently there. And like I said, the healing harvest, there's something that shifts in your energy to renew and refresh you. You can see she's pouring water over herself. This could also be some fast information that comes in that gives you that boost. Like you get an affirmation from the universe. You all of a sudden sign a new client or something like that, or whatever it might be. There's some tangible something that shifts, that changes, that gives you that kind of wind beneath your wings, that boost. And you're like, darn it, I'm going to manifest my Ten of Pentacles. I am going to get this treasure chest. And I think this Five of Swords is you raising your sword in victory of vanquishing any doubts, because of course it's swords, it's the mind, any doubts you have that this is absolutely possible for yourself. So there may have been just a little bit, like I said, a flat line, a plateau, a little wobble or something, just something going on there. You are going to regroup on this energy. You're going to get your head together, get yourself back in the game. That's what I feel is going on here. And it really is there's something about adjusting your mental attitude this week and getting, like I said, back into the flow of prosperity, thinking prosperous thoughts, also taking inspired actions towards your prosperity, all of that type of thing. So this is very, very good energy. I think, like I said, this will pop maybe more toward the middle of the week. And I feel like you could really, really vanquish something mentally that has been tripping you up. All right, from your continued evolvement and success from the 7 to the 10. Okay, the other thing too is there is something about looking at the bigger picture here. This is energy that's happening now, end of Leo season, all the way to your birthday. 10 of Pentacles for me is a very Capricorn energy. All right, so there is something also about what you're going to be doing from now until your birthday season as well. And you may have been feeling a little down. Like I said, there's something you had to kind of get your mind back in the game and get your energy back too. Some of you could have been feeling very tired. You're going to get your energy back this week as well. All right, and Some of you had to take a little break around this full moon in Aquarius. You had to just rest and replenish. And you will find, if you haven't done that, please do that, right? The full moon is still happening the 22nd. And this forecast goes from the 22nd to the 28th. So please take a day if you can and really just kind of rest and regroup so you get your energy back. Some of you, there was that going on for you as well. So you're going to get your energy back. You're going to get your head back in the game, and you're going to be able to move forward with a lot more confidence toward the next level of this success with this 10 of Pentacles. So you got this, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. Ariel just popped by to say hi, I guess. All right. You know how she is. She's in, she's out. All right, let's see what we have. We have the moon and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm filming this on the 21st. The full moon is technically on the 22nd at the start of this tarot forecast, and it's in your sign. So here's your full moon, baby. And it seems like something is coming to fruition. We have a big manifestation energy here. This can, of course, be financial. That is possible, but it could be something else, very tangible. Maybe something related to your home also, because Knight of Pentacles is often home-related energy. So, and notice here that there is a figure on the horizon. So somebody could be coming to deliver some sort of news to your home, about your home. There could be a new person moving into the home, moving out of the home. Because in the regular tarot, there is no figure here. It's just the gateway. But now a person's coming on the horizon. So that signals to me some sort of news. All right, so let's see. It could be you're involving a Cancer. That's possible. Or some situation that goes back to the end of June or July. Cancer season. That's possible as well. Is now coming finally to fruition. Maybe it goes back to the full moon that we first had at the very end of Cancer season, at the very start of Leo season at 1 degree Aquarius. So even look back to that time frame, so July 21st, 22nd. All right, so let's see what else we have. So, but this is unmistakable information that comes in. Like, you can't ignore it. It's like in your face. All right, and something that maybe was also previously hidden comes to light in a very pronounced way because it's the Knight of Pentacles. Here's the Empress. Here's the Ten of Swords. And here's, wow, the Ten of Wands. Okay, so for some of you, this information, it's whatever's coming to light. It's about love or money. It's about what you want to continue to invest in. There's an energetic cycle wrapping up. I mean, look at this. So the way I'm going to read this is that you're claiming your power. All right? The Empress here. You're in the middle of this whole reading. So, I mean, I know you're the star card technically, but I mean, here, I'm going to read this as your energy. Here you are in the middle of all of this with your beautiful, holding your scepter in your hand here. So beautiful, so proud, so lush, so gorgeous. And you're saying to yourself and to everybody else around you, up with this I will not put anymore, you know? This Ten of Swords, this Ten of Wands. I am done with less than situations. I am done with having to pick up the pieces for everybody else. I am done energetically with, hanging on and hanging in there to situations that are really probably beyond saving. All right. You want to nurture what is going to bring you happiness and success and love and money. Like, no more of this. And tens are about the ends of cycles. So, it's a general reading. You have to apply it to your life. And having 2 full moons in a row in your sign is very significant. How could it not be? So, some of you, there may be a relationship you're really well and truly finished with. And this could be you also, like, delivering the news to somebody else. Like, I'm done. I'm out of here. This could be you walking on alone. like you're finished with the situation, okay? Whatever it might be. But something else tangible is manifesting or is about to manifest in Virgo season because of the Knight of Pentacles here. So, I mean, in the week ahead, this is going to be, and probably at this full moon, it's going to be unavoidable. You're going to see what this is. And of course, we have free will. It's your choice whether you want to finally release this or not. But if you want greater tangible manifestations in your life that are more aligned with this beautiful Empress energy, then this is done. There is something here about futility. This is futile, whatever this is. Okay? You've given it your all. You worked on it. Hello, lovey. You worked on it very hard. All right? And Ariel's coming back to give you a little support here. You know, because this is these two energies. This is not easy. This energy that's in combo here. Okay? But it's not serving you anymore. So there's something to really just accept about that. Not serving you, but look what awaits you. And we know that the Empress is, of course, an energy of patience and nurturing. She blossoms. It does take her time to blossom. She is nurturing new life, so to speak. But we have the Knight of Pentacles next to her. There will be a tangible manifestation. Give yourself the time and the space to wrap up this situation. All right? And there will be a positive manifestation that comes out of whatever this ending is. All right? And please don't beat yourself up over it. You gave it your all. All right? Because here, you're, like I said, you're showing up as this energy. You gave it all of your love and time and attention, as much as you could. But for whatever reason, it is, you know, as the saying goes, situations and people are in our life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. This was a particular season. The season is done. So let's look forward to new and positive and beautiful things manifesting in your life. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. All right. Let's see what we have for you. Pisces. All right. What do we have? We have a 5 of Swords and your energy, the Hangman. Okay. So there's some victory to celebrate this week. All right. So it's interesting here with your energy showing up, because of course the Hangman can be about waiting, something that what you were in a protective cocoon, a holding pattern that the universe put you in. But it seems like, I mean, you can see this here. The sword is raised in victory. So there is something you make your mind up about this week, something that you triumph over, because I like to call the 5 of Swords daytime anxiety. So you vanquish daytime anxiety. You put it to rest, you put it to bed, you're done with it. You are victorious this week in some sort of situation. And it could have been that there was a situation that you couldn't decide about, or that, you know, the universe wasn't letting you decide because of whatever reason. You finally get the green light, the go ahead to make the cut, end something, be decisive, and move on. That's what I feel. Let's see what else we have from this deck. Now look at this. Ace of Wands. Wow. The 7 of Wands. Wow. And the Page of Swords. Okay. So Pisces, this is beautiful energy. Absolutely wonderful. So you have the Ace of Wands in the middle of the whole reading. This is a transformative, yes, this is thumbs up, go for it. Now is the time. Strike while the iron is hot. And like I said, you have made the decision, you got the information, you're freeing yourself from a situation that has been a little problematic. And this 7 of Wands is very interesting in this deck, because you can see here you are leaping above the fray. Because the timing was very delicate with this situation, you had to wait for the right time. All right. And the time, I feel, is this week. You're going to be able to save yourself right timing, right? Saves yourself from a situation that could evolve or devolve into something worse. I feel like there's something here where you get out of there or get out of a situation in the nick of time. All right. But again, the timing was arranged by the universe because of the major arcana showing up here. So trust your instincts this week. Trust especially what your body is telling you. You have very strong body energy, body cards here. So like, everybody gets their intuitive hits in different ways, but there's a lot coming through your bodily senses this week, like the feeling in the gut, the impetus, like, yeah, I got to move now or go there or whatever. All right. So follow those instincts, your bodily instincts this week. There will probably be maybe one last little hurrah with this situation, but you will have removed yourself physically from it. All right. So there might be a final email communication or a text or something like that, because the Page of Swords is here. Some last little paperwork, or depending on the situation, last little thing you got to just kind of deal with, and then you're done. You will be moving on and moving out of this scenario, this situation with this beautiful Ace of Wands here. And of course, with this lizard here, which is about transformation into something different, something better, and also something more energizing, because you go from a period of being totally kind of just, unable to move, so to speak, and move away from this, to an energy that's all about growth and momentum, the Ace of Wands, and starting something new. So, but the key is to get yourself out of there. That's what I just keep feeling with this energy, with this, and move fast. This is no diddly dawdling. Okay, none of that. You Pisces, you're not always the fastest. Just saying. Okay, like, unless maybe you have Mercury and Aries, then maybe you are a little quicker than most Pisces. Hey, that's somebody who has Mars and Leo who's very slow. I'm very slow. Okay, but this is really about the fast leaping. Get out of there. You don't need to linger. You don't need to second guess yourself. You've made the decision and you got the intel from the universe that now was the time to set yourself, take that sword, cut yourself free from dangling in the wind with this situation. Strike while the iron is hot, get yourself out of there, and then from a safe distance, notice these people are way over here. From a safe distance, you can have the last bit of, like I said, a text, a letter, email, whatever that you got to deal with. All right, but remove yourself. This is not a time to linger. It's a time to get the heck out of there and move on to something better for yourself. So thank you so much for joining us for your week ahead tarot forecast with me, Stella Wilde, and Ariel, the magical kitty. We hope you have a great week ahead. I love you guys. Take care. We'll see you again soon.